Hey, guys. Welcome once again to GPK Sketch Card a Day, your daily window into the world of me drawing stuff for you during the COVID-19 novel coronavirus quarantine. I'm your host for this occasion, Victor Moreno, and, every day for about an hour or so, I like to open a window into my drawing desk. It helps me be productive, and it helps, I think, all of us be a little bit more productive and have a little vacation away from this silliness. So today we got two sketches up on the docket. We see two people on here. I'm not sure who it is. Three people. I'll say hi. Hi. We're listening to some Japanese trap music and lo-fi bass and draw some couple of interesting ones today. The first one up today is Seth from 2017 Battle of the Bands. This one is for Tony. Hey Shauna, how's it going? And I think the one after that is going to be Upside Down Donald. That's going to be for Donald. We're going to have some fun with that. And then, let's see. Maybe if I'm feeling up to it, we'll do another one. I've never drawn either of these characters before, so it should be a fun time. Chris, what's up, man? I got your email this morning. So thank you for that. Should be some fun. Working on some fun projects with Chris. He got the cool Reanimator pano I showed off earlier this week. So yeah, we're doing at least two today. So if you hear Japanese music, it's only because I'm going through my ninja training. Just kidding. People seemed to like it yesterday, so we're doing some more Japanese trap music. At least this one actually sounds pretty Japanese. Hey. I will wave at all of you. You waved. Alright, so, never drawn this character before. Let's see how it goes. Start with some chains up here. Hey Vanessa, how's it going? I'm assuming this guy's from like a Megadeth album cover. Make this chain go a little lower. That's about as low as I want it to go. Hey Carrie, how's it going? Had to pause to wave to everybody. Alright, and these are like... Looks like it's like a Daft Punk kind of speaker thing on his face. I'm not doing the second chain yet because I don't know where his head's going to end. But we'll figure that out right now. Ba-dong. Hey Ryan, how's it going, man? Kind of looks like Adam bombs his corpse with some Hellraiser shenanigans going on. Alright. Hello. Waving. Yeah, yesterday for some reason, this thing wasn't giving me all the comments. So like after I logged off, I saw all these other comments and questions. So hopefully today everything will fly a little bit more than normal. So if you notice that I haven't answered a question you've given, just ask it again, because sometimes it just doesn't show up. Ryan says, I tell you this, I look forward to these every day. Thank you for doing these. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Ron's here. What up, Ron? How's it going? Yeah, I like doing them too. I think it's, something fun to look forward to. I think it gives me a little bit of structure during my day, which is nice. I'm going to get some work done. I get to listen to interesting new music. I feel like I learn stuff on most of these. Like, I'll ask questions and you guys tell me things, so I dig that. Feel like we all get something out of it. I think that chain actually looks pretty good. Hey, bud, doing a little fishing? Oh, nice. What you fishing for? Some whitefish, some trout. Dude, until I was older, I did not realize how many kinds of whitefish there were. I went to a restaurant one time, and they were like, they had like stuff that was whitefish on their menu, and they're like, okay, well, just so you know, we only have swai today. I'm like, what is swai? And swai is just like a Mexican whitefish that I had no idea about. So there you go. Learn stuff every day. Red and black drum. Nice. This guy's got some stuff going on his face. Does anybody? This is an album cover, I'm guessing, right? Like a Megadeth album cover. I'm just curious if anyone's familiar with what the actual album cover is. Are you in quarantine? Because you doing these daily makes me so stoked to watch after work. I'm not actually in quarantine. We're all on like that. Suggest you stay at home. I leave the house way too much, honestly. I I go to the post office like every day to mail off stuff to you guys, and then like usually I get some lemonade or something. But it's pretty fun. I mean, I always work at home, so honestly, this doesn't feel much different to me than pre-quarantine. Adam's here. What up, Adam? But yeah, if somebody can tell me if this is based on a Megadeth album cover, I would like to know the name of the album. I'm just guessing he's Megadeth because his name is Mega Seth. But I was never a big Megadeth guy, so I have no idea. I only know that one song. Hey me, meet the real me. I think it was on Beavis and Butthead. I also remember Dave Mustaine being on that Metallica Some Kind of Monster movie where he like is in their therapy thing crying about how being kicked out of Metallica was like the worst thing that ever happened to him, and he would give up Megadeth just to be back in Metallica. I'm doing this wrong. Which, if I was a Megadeth fan, that would bum me out severely. Whoa. What up, Chris? Alright. And now there's like studs in his head. Whoa. Alright. Stud here, stud there. We're gonna go to the grocery store after this too. We're cooking at home all the time, which I like. We've been making some really interesting things, and I fail utterly at taking pictures of them. But we had some really good garlic pasta yesterday with like lemon and olive oil. It was quite the yumminess. Hola, tiene, ¿cómo estás? Adam says, sup, the Megadeth mascot Vic Rattlehead is pretty much on every album cover. So is that who this guy is? Vic Rattlehead? He's got an interesting look to him. Okay. All right, so now we know he's like the Eddie to Iron Maiden. Gotcha. All right, now we're gonna draw his arms kind of sticking out. Let's see. It's almost the weekend. I feel like the days are starting to blur together. Anyone else get that vibe? Okay, so he is like Megadeth Eddie. Went out to Gilbert today, which is a little bit of a drive from where I live, and went to this place called Sidewinder Subs to get lunch and met up with a friend of mine there. It was pretty good. I did keep my mask on, so I did social distance. I feel like we're all vigilantes now. I do recommend the place, though. It was pretty solid. Wow, this track is really repetitive. All right. Let's get some color going on this mug. Ooh. Try that there. Bum, 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 bum. I might switch to some different song soon because it was cool, but man, I can't listen to this for an hour straight. Dun, 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 dun. Sometimes these mixes are really good. Yesterday's were pretty solid. Today's a little iffy. Alright. Let's try this one. Some of these have commercials, so it's gonna sound stupid for a second, but you know, we're all in this together. Alright. He's wearing a baby blue suit, not unlike Atom Bomb. Alright, that's slightly better. Let's see if it's got some diversity to the flow. You know, if you're doing stuff like this, it's good to have a creative flow, but, you know, if it's repetitive, it's going to be repetitive, and that's not fun. I think that's part of why we try to do a lot of variety in characters on here. You guys don't want to see me draw Atom Bomb every single day, right? I wouldn't. That'd be a very long stream because I draw them pretty quick nowadays. Be like, hey guys, 40 minutes in, we've drawn 12 Atom Bombs. Just kidding. We only did 2 yesterday. Was that yesterday? Man, the days fly by. What are you guys up to? Any of you guys have an interesting lunch today? I like hearing about food lately. I'm like, tell me what you're eating in your part of the world. I'm telling you, I miss Indian buffets more than anything. The other day I was actually jonesing for a Sizzler buffet. Can you believe that noise? I mean, I can make better pasta than that with my eyes closed, but, you know, there's just something nice about not having to make food yourself. Not having to do, like, a ton of dishes. Ugh, I'm not gonna miss dishes once this is over. Carnitas. That sounds yummy. You know, we have some pot roast in the freezer. I want to make that again. I think that would be good. We had like a chicken and rice casserole, and we still have a lot of leftovers left from that. Maybe we'll have that later. I think Ruby had the leftover jambalaya today. Jambalaya. I do make a mean jambalaya, guys. I'm just saying. Just finished having a Friends theme cake for my daughter's birthday. Like the TV show Friends, or just like friendship as a concept. I think either of those are kind of fun. That's cool, Friends. I haven't watched that show in forever. I wonder if it's like still on Netflix. I know that Peacock streaming app just launched. I think the HBO Max is going to launch soon. Oh, the TV show. Yeah. That show is very popular. I remember I went to the Warner Brothers studio tour a few years back, and they actually had the Central Perk set that you could take like selfies in and stuff as part of the tour. My wife makes a mean Mexican pizza, like the ones from school. So is it like the ones where like the shell is like where like the crust is like a taco, and then it's like ground beef, and on top is like melted shredded cheese? When I was a kid, we used to call those taco boats. But that sounds really yummy. And then we'd like open like hot sauce and pour it on top. It was really good, especially when the cheese was greasy. I'm telling you, when we were kids, they gave us straight up junk food for stuff like that. We had Totinos because I didn't want to cook the other day. And we grabbed a couple. I'm like, this is totally like grade school pizza. So good, you guys. You can taste that nostalgia. No, it looks like a stop sign. So what's on a Mexican pizza then? Maybe we're thinking of different things. Is it like a pizza with like Mexican toppings? Might be a Florida thing. Could be, because I don't think I've heard of it before. I'll have to Google it. I've heard of Mexican lasagna, you know, where like one layer is like tortilla, one layer is like beans and cheese and ground beef, and another tortilla. They even sell those like at Walmart. Ground beef and cheese. Yeah, so I think it is, or what we were thinking it was. I've had like Mexican pizza from Taco Bell. Is it kind of like that? Ground beef and cheese is like a winning combination of all time, though. You can't get that wrong. All right, let's do the pipes on this guy. I'm calling them pipes. I'm not exactly sure what they are. Like retainers. Might do a thing at some point where on the weekend I do a non-GPK drawing day. I don't know. Right now this is still pretty fresh though, so I dig it. Hey Nelson, what's going on, man? They sent you your card this morning. We got 7 people in here watching. It's pretty good. Alright. So right now we're proceeding on Mega Seth. who we now know is a Megadeth mascot character. Called Vic Rattlehead. And we're inking his teeth right now. Nice, can't wait, says Nelson. Yep, I think it came out pretty nifty. I think I shipped out like 5 or 6 things today. There's gonna be another like 6 going out tomorrow. It's a busy workshop here, and I can't complain about that. Inking up a storm here. Might have to get another cool gray number 3 at some point. I can do a pickup order tomorrow. I go through the grays have been holding up pretty good, but you know, I use them on pretty much every piece, so they are the workhorse of the inking team. Alright. Yeah, he's pretty much wearing Atom Bomb's suit. Can't wait to show the groups. Yeah, it should be fun. I like our groups. They're pretty fun. Oop. There we go. Lost my reference for a second. I have a laptop open next to me that has a picture of the card. Anytime you guys can't see, just let me know. Alright. Let's get some, light. Where is indigo? A dark indigo. Or pale blue indigo. Another ice blue. I will definitely take that. Cool gray, cool gray. Yep, I'll use that too. Some of these guys love to hide. I think this might be it. Nope, another ice blue. I have like 3 ice blues. Hey John, how's it going, man? Crystal blue. Damn, I really want to use this indigo, but it's hiding. You right back. Oh, yeah, no worries. Take your time. Of course it fell on the ground. That's where it was. Sometimes, you guys, if my head wasn't screwed on, it would fall off. Also, I can get this purpley gray going. Alright, now we'll do some over the blue. Do the same thing over here. Then here. Yeah, I like this mix actually. It's turning out to be a good switch from the other thing I was listening to earlier. do 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 do. All right, get some more up here. Shading is probably my favorite thing. It's just very calming, you know? Alright. Now let's do some inking over up in these parts with the chisel. Chisel edge marker, old reliable. That looks pretty solid. And, I don't have like a little guide sheet with shows what all the colors look like. I kind of rely on my brain to tell me, like, this is what this color looks like, and this and this and this. I have my own color wheel. What do you guys think? Pretty good? Do 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 do. Yeah, I'm liking that. Yeah, he's got like a little punk rocker thing kind of going on a little bit. I'm going over a lot of the solid lines from earlier with the chisel edge. And then we got another card after this one. Should be fun. Listening to a different mix earlier that was straight up putting me to sleep. It's like I got to catch when they get boring earlier because I don't want to like doze off on accident. Alright, let's get some crystal blue on this tie. Nice blue. Nice blue. Here we go. Hopefully my thing didn't freeze up. I'm just not seeing any more comments on here. But I know that happens, so. Then we're just going over this lighter blue with this blue. Sometimes you gotta lay down colors to get them to pop. Alright. Alright, I'm liking that. Alright, now let's do some black over that. it's pretty good. Remember, if you guys have questions about anything I'm doing, feel free to ask. I have no problem answering anything. Alright, let's do some colors here. The actual background on this is like a brown, blue, yellow. There's enough blue here. Let's make that contrast. Doing some ivory over some of these areas, and we're gonna light that up with some yellow cream. Oh, there we go, cream. I'm liking it. Yellow goes with the blue very well. I haven't seen any new comments for a minute, so there's a chance my chat feed might be broken. I'm just letting you know that if there's something you posted and I don't see it, then that might have happened. Alright, let's do some salmon. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, it broke yesterday, so I don't know. Sometimes the phone thing is a little iffy. I just felt bad because I logged off and there were 10 things I hadn't responded to. Yep. I do wish there was more interesting documentary stuff online. Fine, I keep watching Slobby's World on Netflix over and over again. I wish there was more of that. Tell us about when I delivered pizza flyers. So my first job when I was a kid, I used to work for a pizza place called 2-for-1 Pizza Company. It was owned by this Asian guy named Mr. Check. And it was they made really good pizza, and part of my payment was me and my brother got free pizzas on Friday. So I had these little personal pizzas and a soda with free refills. So we started delivering pizzas for him door to door in the neighborhoods. So that was my first job, slinging the little, door hanger pizza flyers. So he would drop us off in little neighborhoods, and we would just leave them on places. And sometimes we'd leave them and people would open the doors. And there were some interesting times in that job. I remember one time I was leaving a pizza flyer on a house, and then the guy opened the door and he seemed pretty nice. He had a shaved head, and then I realized he had a giant Nazi flag right over his couch, and he had a baby in a playpen, and there was also a little Nazi flag hanging from the playpen. Yeah. Not the first time I was oh shit, Nazis. I feel bad because it was like, what, in the mid-90s? I can only hope that guy woke up. Otherwise, that little baby's probably a white supremacist now, marching at one of these terribly ill-informed, like, Capitol protests or something. Ugh. Let's all hope for the future. No child left behind. No child left behind. Heather's here. What up, Heather? Alright. Alright. Do a little effects here. Whoa, why is this so off today? And then let's do some blue over here. There we go. There's that pop I was looking for. Yeah, but the guy thanked me for the flyer, so, skinheads must like pizza. That place ended up shutting down, but near the end, they were having some crazy, like when places need to make money, they like do a bunch of crazy stuff. So for a while, they were like selling, you could order like pizza, but they also had Chinese food and fried chicken and wontons. It was like, this place is not on for this world. This place had also an awesome pinball machine called Earthshaker. That's my all-time favorite pinball game. I've only ever seen it at one other place. Used to go to ZapCon trying to find it just because I would like to play it again, but I've yet to see it. It was a fun game. Like, if you lit up the jackpot, the game would shake and go, Earthshaker, and then, like, it would open up to 2 floors. It was super fun. And that was the voice would make, Earthshaker. It was, like, based on, like, an earthquake happening in California. It was super 80s graphics. I'm sure if you Google it, you can look it up, but it was super fun. All right, I think this card is done. Mega Seth. This is for Tony. I don't think he showed up in the chat, but hey, he can always see it later. All right, let's pull this guy up. Oh, this one did make a noise. He's not on there super tight. Anyway, there's the finished card. I think that one's pretty badass. Alright, so now we're going to move on to card number 2 on the stream. We're going to do Upside Down Donald for Donald. Doing a lot of namesake cards today. Just moving some of my markers over so I can get the reference for later. Tilt this thing. It's like I feel like we're just not getting the stuff direct on camera. Some days we have technical difficulties. Alright, let's pull up the next one here. Oh, this one's cute. Even his name is upside down. If you guys want to look up the card we're looking for, just Google Upside Down Donald GPK and you'll see what the card roughly will look like. Roughly. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to start with his hat. He's got a curved bill on the hat, which that's how I do my baseball caps. Curved bills. Yeah, I'm liking this Asian music mix today. Boom, 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 boom. I doubt it's actually Asian music, Asian influenced music mix. Alright, so now we've got that. So now here's what we're going to do. He's got a Garbage Pail Kid's head, but it's upside down. So we're going to cheat. We're going to draw him upside down. Alright, let's see here. Oops. My bad. Sometimes you gotta, it takes you a minute to get these. It's flipped 2 ways. Okay, so. Yep, Nelson, I'm drawing it for Donald. Alright. So he's going to look like he's looking up at his eyes. Some people would just draw this whole thing upside down. I just kind of want him to work both ways. What you're not seeing me is me tilting my head. I'm like, will that work the other way? All right, sounds good. Connection available. Weird. I think I might have gotten knocked offline for a second. Hopefully y'all can still see me. Alright. You're seeing me turn it just to make sure it lines up with what he's supposed to look like upside down. Alright. Oh, I forgot his ear. I can do that right now. Let's make his head a little bigger. And this line will disappear for a minute. I made his hat too small is what the issue here is. That's the issue sometimes, is trying to work out, bless you, it's trying to work out some of these anatomy issues. Alright. Don't worry, all those lines will clean up once I ink it. He's reading like a comic book here. Very Zap Underground Comics looking comic book. This is a funny gag. Like, you're gonna make his head upside down and he's reading the comic upside down. Curious, when you've done work with top GPKs, is the canvas larger than scaled down for printing, or is the original art 1x1? For finished base card art, they're 5x7 and they shrink them down. For sketch cards, they're 1:1. So you actually have more room if you're doing a base card. But sketch cards, like, this is exactly the same size they are. You just kind of, it's weird. I feel like sometimes you don't get paid as much for a sketch card, but they're like that much harder to draw. Yeah, I feel like one of those people makes miniatures and they've got like the magnifying glass over their glasses. I'm looking up a comic book for the comic because I want to do a different comic for the Alright, let's see if you guys recognize what this is. It's a very famous comic book cover. That's my hint. All right. Oh, off screen. Oof. So, can anybody guess what the cover is based on that little bit you see at the bottom? Well, once I color it, you'll know. Hey, Adam got it. Not too tough. All right, let's start with that. Do 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 do. All right. I think you should always have fun when you're doing these. Else, what are you doing it for? There we go. It's looking pretty decent. I just happen to have all the colors to do it right here, so I was like, let's just do it. All right. I don't know that I've seen that episode. I'll have to watch it. I think Amazing Stories is on Amazon. There's Mark. What up, man? All right. All right, let's see. I'm glad you like it, man. Alright, then let's do some black here. I'm just like, how much detail can I fit into a 1/4 inch of screen? Oop. Curious why I'm doing the card upside down. The card's called Upside Down Donald, so this is what it actually looks like. So he's reading the comic book upside down and just making the comic book recognizable. But I'm drawing it upside down so all the proportions and stuff still make sense. Alright, we're going to line this 0.45 millimeters. So I'm going to take my glasses off and line it because I will blow my eyes out if I do this with my glasses on. We're just packing a ton of detail in here. No, it's just a single card. That's just where the comic ends. It's more of an Easter egg because the comic in the actual card is different. And I thought it would be more fun to do a unique comic for him to read that was really recognizable. So the comic the kid is reading is Action Comics #1, the first appearance of Superman. Because I thought that would be more fun to draw. And I could put enough detail into this bottom that you could tell what the comic was if you were looking. So there we're drawing Superman's torso. There's some detail on the cape. And let's get some green for his. No, I think his pants are brown. Yeah, it looks about right. A little bit more blue on there. All right, let's flip him back over. There. And see, by doing that, I can add some details and make it look like he's ruining the comic by reading it. You know, like, there's a crease here. Maybe, like, he's got, like, dirt on his hand and he's smudging it up. There we go. So that's the gag I want, that he's ruining the comic book. Because then the gag is less about him looking weird than the fact that that upside down kid is ruining the comic. What's he doing in the comic? Like, it's irrelevant that he looks weird, so we're normalizing his weirdness, which I think is funny. On the big screen. Yeah, I think this card will look a lot better in real life. I mean, like, I'm like, shit, there's a lot of detail for a card this small on here. All right, get back to the photo reference for him. All right. So he's got like a striped shirt. Okay, I can do that. Yep, if anything, I am a detail guy. I like details. All right. right, and then let's get some. This card looks very like art Crumb inspired, like the original art. Like all this shading is very Robert Crumb. I suggest you guys look him up. Looks like very indie comics, like Harvey P. Carr or Robert Crumb. You guys should watch American Splendor. That's a really good movie. I'll give you a vibe on what I'm talking about the style of this card. Like the over shading. It's like overly shaded. And how the weirdo is, like the kid is like a weirdo because he likes comics. That's also very underground 60s comics kind of thing. If you could find it, I would suggest finding the documentary Crumb. It's by Terry Zwigoff. It's from like 1995. It's all about Robert Crumb and his family at the time leaving the U.S. and becoming expatriates. Like they ended up moving to France. Him and his wife Aline and their daughter, who's also like an underground comics kid. Now she does underground comics, but a big part of it is like he feels bad about leaving his mother and brothers behind, who've all kind of since died, but his brother, his older brother Max, is the one who got him into comics, but he has all these like mental disorders. The pina colada is their authentic tasting. But yeah, like yeah, I remember that line. That's a funny movie, funny line. His brother Max, he gets them into drawing like these comics through their whole life about this Disney pirate movie, and then like he becomes obsessed with the relationship between like the one pirate and the kid, and then like he would endlessly extrapolate, and then he was a really good artist, and over time his skill just kept deteriorating, and then all he would do instead of draw was like do compulsive lines because he developed graphomania. And it turns out all along this guy grew up in the 50s. Their father physically abused them, and he was gay and he could never come out. It's very sad. He ends up committing suicide. It's a good movie. His other brother is like homeless in San Francisco in the 90s, and like he gets into like transcendental meditation and stuff, but he leaves them all behind to move to France. It's a really interesting documentary. I'd say it's one of the first movies that really got me into like art documentaries. I'm just going over all of these in pinks. Now I want to watch that movie, American Splendor, not Crumb. I think I have Crumb. The Criterion Collection put out Crumb, so there's a good chance it's on the Criterion channel if you have that, or you can totally just get it off of Amazon. Since it's on the Criterion Collection, I'm sure you can just like rent it. All right, getting down to the nitty gritty here, folks. Yeah, I like how it's coming out. All right, let's finish him off. And let's see here. Boom. And boom. And boom, 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 boom. All right, let's do that hat. Should play some reggae music tomorrow. I don't know, man. Maybe I'll play some ska. I'm not a big reggae guy. I could do ska, though. Alright, let's do some more green to shade that up. Oh, here's a darker green. I will consider it, though. There we go. No, I wanted orange. Orange and salmon are starting to look alike to me. That's bad. All right, let's flip this guy over. It's looking pretty good. Let's do a background now. Somebody messaged me, but I can't see it. If you message me and you're in here, just leave me a comment. Operation Ivy, ska mixed with punk or skink and pickle. I could probably do that. Alright, here we go. Why does this keep sliding off to the side? I guess I'm pushing it harder than I thought. Alright, let's do some little effects here. On the card, he's standing behind some building that has a ton of windows. So I'm doing this to kind of simulate lights on the windows of the high rises behind him. Now I need to watch Crumb again. Also makes me want to watch In the Realms of the Unreal again too. I haven't seen that before. I will have to check it out. Well, I'm glad you like it, man. Alright, is there anything else I want to add? Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Oh wait, I didn't finish doing the crumb shading. There we go. Yep, that looks good. Oh, and there's a little bit on his hat. Anything else I want to do? There, now I'm done. Boom. All right. And there we go. Upside down Donald. Which gives you the Action Comics 1 Easter egg when you flip it upside down. That looks pretty dope. All right. Whoa. Don't fly off there. And then our card from earlier, Vic Rattlehead or Mega Seth. Either one. Yeah, I think the colors came out pretty badass, so I'm very happy with those. All right, so yeah, that is it for today. Dope, as John Oliver would say. Yeah, I think those both came out really well. What's tomorrow? Is tomorrow Friday? Or yeah, so tomorrow we're gonna do an interesting monster battle for the sketch, and some movie maniacs fighting each other, which should be fun. And see if we can squeeze in a second card in after that. Oh, see, Mark knew what it was. I was asking before, I was like, what character is this? Adam knew too. I was like, what is that guy? I don't know. But yeah, that's the two for today. If you want to get a commission done on the live stream, just message me. They are $50 each. A lot of fun. Makes a great gift. And we do them every weekday. You can always get a hold of me by sending me a message here on Facebook. We always keep these streams up. We're going to throw a couple of videos up on the YouTube, and you can watch the whole history of all of these up on there. I think this was sketch card today number 11. So we're doing pretty good now. I think we're up to almost 20 cards on here. So yeah, tomorrow will be the last one for the week, and then we'll come back on Monday. Next week is all open if you want to get a card done. So feel free to shoot me a message. And let's see if I can pull this off to show it. Yeah, maybe. I have some new prints up for sale. I got these cool Joker prints. They're 11 by 14, and I got 11 by 17 ones that actually say Joker. So it's Garbage Pail Kids style Joker. So I will put those up on here tomorrow. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys, and I will see you guys later. Feel free to spread the word, share this to your friends or watch parties or whatnot. So thanks again for tuning in, and I guess tomorrow we'll do some ska or reggae. I don't know. We'll see. I'll figure it out. I'm going to find a good playlist. All right. Until then, Have fun. Stay safe. Stay inside. Boom.